For the 12th time in OUA history, McMaster Men's volleyball team took home the Ontario title last weekend against Windsor. 11 of those were led by their fearless leader, Dave Preston. Something they have never done is won the National Youth Sports title. Could this be the year? You create the story as Coach is retiring after this tournament. Happy to have Coach on the couch with us this morning. Happy to have you back on the show because it's been a few years.
Yeah, it has been.
Great to see you, Dave.
Thanks, Tim. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. I know you don't want to talk about the retiring stuff. We'll get to that coming up because I know you're all about the student athletes, and that's what you've been dedicated to since coming to McMaster. How many years ago?
21.
21 years ago. Mm-hmm. Okay, so back in the youth sports championship weekend, Mac has hosted this a number of times.
Yeah, I believe this is our 5th.
Why do they get to host it so much?
Because I think they're really good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, our administration does a really good job. The Burridge Gym is electric when we put the fans in it. It's a great experience for the student athletes. So yeah, we do a really good job with it.
Why isn't volleyball more popular, like for a mass audience?
How much time do we have?
Yeah, right? We got like 3.5 minutes, go. Yeah. Because there's something about it, especially like indoor, yeah, you get the beach stuff, but like indoor volleyball, what these athletes can do is simply amazing.
It is incredible. And then you couple it with youth sports that they're full-time students as well, right? So like it's not just the athleticism, it's the student academics side of it.
How have you worked that over the years?
It's challenging. McMaster is one of the top schools in the world, right? So when you're coming to McMaster, you've got demands athletically and academically. So it's a real balance for them, and that's why I take my hat off to them.
The evolution of this team since you came in, you were not good. You didn't win a game. Was that your first season?
We won 5 my first season, but yeah, that wasn't enough.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's been a pretty cool journey.
Yeah, but how are you finding? Is it the kids that you're finding? Is it recruiting? Is it developing? How are you getting success?
Yeah, I think the secret sauce is recruit, retain, develop. Find the right people, put them in the right places, make them a little bit better, and yeah, that's been kind of the formula.
And then you let them go. And
that's the hard part too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, watching them go.
And then they go and play professional.
Some do. Some go on and be professionals in other arenas, whether it's business or medicine or master students or whatever. But I think success is derived in a lot of different fashions. So, but yeah, we try and teach them what it takes to be successful.
What's this year's squad like?
We're really good. Yeah, we're really good. They're really they're fun. We've had a really challenging year with injuries and illness and. But yeah, they're a good group.
Okay, so ranked second in the tournament.
Yeah.
How many teams are in the tournament?
8.
So there's 8. And who's the powerhouse? Who's normally? Why has the OUA never won a national championship?
Well, that's a great question. We'd have a couple more shows to dive into that one. But bottom line, Alberta and Trinity Western and Sherbrooke round out the top 4. But quite honestly, when you're talking about the top 8 teams in the country, it could go anywhere.
Yeah. Retirement.
Yeah.
Why?
It's time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been 21 years at Mac. I was 9 years at Western before I got here. That's 30 years of coaching collegiate ball. And I turned 55 in November, and I got this email saying, hey, you're now eligible for a pension. I'm like, you know what? I think
just a young pop.
Oh, come on.
What are you going to do with your time?
We'll find something.
Right. Okay. Going out, winning a national championship, how much is that in the melon?
You know, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't, but that's not my responsibility right now. My responsibility is to get these guys ready for their tournament and to make sure that they're prepared for the challenges that are in front of them. What my situation is really doesn't reflect what theirs is. So I'm pretty focused on that.
When's it start?
Tomorrow night. For us at 6 o'clock. Okay. The event starts tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
At 1 o'clock. And it's completely sold out.
I don't know if it's sold out, but it will be.
It will be. Okay,
soon.
so marauders.ca/tickets. If you did want to go see some world-class athletes in Hamilton this weekend, because it's the youth sports national championship for men's volleyball. The women's volleyball national championships also this weekend. That's in Vancouver. Brock is representing the region out there. So that's a look at the schedule. Dave, it's always we went out to see you like a number of years ago. We've had you on the show.
I had you on court.
Yeah, right. You didn't recruit me though.
No.
That's for sure. You didn't need to laugh that hard, Brian.